So, hi, let me ask you a question. Is pronunciation one of your biggest frustrations?
Actually, my test of the Aronoff bomb quantum interference effect have reached an interesting point. Right now, we're testing the phase shift due to an electric potential.
You say from London, people go, we're back.
Let's take a test. I'm going to show you a list of words and I'm going to pronounce each word twice. Then you need to make a choice. You need to choose option A or option B, whichever you think is the right pronunciation for that word. So, are you ready? Let's go. Word number one. Is it since, or signs? Signs. Word number two. Worked, or is it worked? Word number three. Is it bought, or do you pronounce it both? Let's go for word number four. Vegetable, or perhaps is vegetable. Word number five. Chocolate, or is it chocolate? What about word number six? Is it through, or perhaps throw? What do you think? Word number seven. Temperature, or is it temperature? Maybe you've noticed that pronunciation A has always been the right pronunciation. Or maybe you didn't. Perhaps you hesitated. I'm going to show you the phonetic transcription of each one of those words. Since, worked, bought, vegetable, chocolate, through, temperature. How many did you get right? If you didn't understand the videos I played at the beginning, if you didn't get the pronunciation of all those words right, the IPA is the tool that can help you speak and understand English clearly and confidently. That is why in this video, I'm going to talk about the International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA. Because if you understand it and you use it, your pronunciation will improve massively. You are going to sound a lot more natural and you're going to be able to understand, be understood, and speak more fluently. So what is the IPA? Well, let's think about the IPA as a set of symbols, each one of which represents a sound. Let me give you an example of a couple of sounds. Let's think about these two words. These things. Here we have two different sounds, two different symbols. These sounds are produced pretty much in the same way. They are called interdental fricatives. They are called interdental because according to their place of articulation, the tongue positions itself in between the teeth. These things. You see, they are called fricatives because the organs of articulation block the passage of the air stream, but they don't make a complete closure. So the air moving through generates an audible friction. Things. These. There is only one difference between them, and it is the fact that in one of them, the vocal folds do not vibrate. But that's something for later. When you learn these symbols, you are going to be able to read sounds. You are not going to read letters anymore. With the understanding of the IPA, you will be programming or training your brain to connect first letters with symbols. These symbols represent sounds. Therefore, if you know how to read these symbols, you will be able to read sounds. That is the process that you need to follow in order to improve the pronunciation. You need to be able to read sounds. You need to identify the sounds. And that is exactly the International Phonetic Alphabet. There are, however, some challenges with pronunciation. I'm sure that you are aware of that, but I'll give you some examples. Sometimes the stress could be a very difficult thing to understand in English. Where do you put the stress in syllables in English? Or, for example, how do you connect words? How are the words supposed to be connected in order to speak more quickly? Or other examples are intonation. How is the intonation important when we speak English? Or the sounds do not always correspond with the same letters. I'll give you some examples. There are words that are written exactly the same, however, they are pronounced completely differently. Conversely, you have words that are written differently, they got different spellings, however, they are pronounced exactly the same. Why is that happening? These are the challenges about pronunciation. But the more you practice with the International Phonetic Alphabet, with pronunciation and intonation, the better you get at it. In my channel, you can find a playlist which is fully dedicated to covering tutorials on vowels, consonants, connected speech processes, stress and rhythm, focused and intonation. Don't forget to check it. If you're new to the channel, this is the time when you can subscribe. And also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date with my latest videos. Hi, my name is Gus. I'm a communication in English coach who specializes in helping Spanish-speaking professionals that understand that speaking English fluently and confidently is the key to succeeding and growing in the workplace.